the theory behind the vaquero horsemanship and going through the phases of hackamore, two rein to straight up in the bridle is really the only true way I feel that you can have a true bridle horse. Like I said, there's a lot of horses ridden with a bridle, but there's not that many bridle horses. Bridle horses are made out there in the country, not in an arena. Arena is a convenience to make it more feasible to work a number of horses. The only way you can make a bridle horse in the vaquero tradition and a true bridle horse is to go through these stages. You have to go through a hackamore. You have to go through using a bosalita, two rein set up, and then straight up in the bridle to make a true bridle horse. A true bridle horse is a rounded horse, a cow horse that can rein, stop, turn, doctor by yourself, brand on him, do any kind of roping, any kind of work that needs to be done to handle cattle. And so by doing so, to start with, you start with a hackamore setup, bosal. Depending on the horse, if a horse got a real meaty nose, heavier nosed horse, then I'm going to probably start them in a three-quarter with a little bit of stiffness in it to have a little more authority with it. I'd rather have something that has a little more authority than one that's too soft and not have enough authority with it. You may get by with one a little bit softer, but if you go to work cattle or do anything strenuous work to get some athletic ability out of your horse, you're going to need to get that softness, and to get that softness you're going to need something with a little authority. Not that you have to use it all the time. It's there if you need it. Doesn't mean just because you get a bigger bosal and stiffer one that you're going to be able to manhandle more. It's not going to work. You're not going to manhandle horses with using a hackamore. You're going to have to get inside of their mind and transmit your state of mind to the horse. So I start with a three-quarter on a heavier, meaty nose horse, and then if one isn't got more of a refined nose, then I'll start them in a 5/8. This is a bit softer. I don't ever use rags. What I call rags is something that's really soft, that just really flops all the way down and forth like this. All of them are made of rawhide core, different types of core. Some are riata cores, some are twisted cores, some twisted with a braided core inside of that, over the top of the twisted core, that is. Some is strips, some it's just all different kind of core, but they are a natural material, and that's the only way you're going to get one to fit the way they should fit. If you get one with a synthetic core of some sort, with nylon, cable, so on and so forth, they'll never fit to the horse because they're not a natural material. You can't fit it to a horse. It'll just spring back out. So by using a rawhide core is going to be by far the best, because it's going to fit a horse better. Now this is a swelled nose with nerve buttons. Nerve buttons means they work on the side of the bridge of the horse's nose, the side of the horse's nose, that is, have nerves running down the side of the nose, and that's what these nerve knots work on. This part here is the swelled nose, which is going to work more on the bridge of the nose, the smaller part of the nose. From this point to this point is where it's going to work. So if you need something a little more authority, then this is going to help somewhat. This one also has a swelled nose, but it has no nerve knots. So it's just smooth here rather than have the nerve knots. That's the difference between the two. I use all of them depending on the horse. It's no different than bits. Horses have a different conformation on their head as they also do in their mouth. Therefore, I'm going to try to find one that works on that particular horse the best. This one here, another 5/8, it's a little stiffer core. In this one, it's not a swelled nose and no nerve knots. This is probably something like this I use the most of. This is a leather bodied. Most of these here are leather bodied with rawhide knots on each end, a nose button and a heel knot. I like the leather or kangaroo the best for the cheek pieces. because I don't want to ever sore a horse under the jaw. You get them sore under the jaw, they're just going to fight you, and then you're just going to be at war. You're going to have to move it up or down to get away from that soreness, because you'll just fight with you, or you may have to go to do something else. Let it heal up before you try to keep using this and make them fight out of each time you ride. From the 5/8, I'll go 3/4, 5/8, and then the 5/8 I usually start changing softnesses. This is a little more aggressive, a little more authority than this one. So I may go to this one first and then go to another 5/8 that's a little bit softer. Depending on the horse. Each horse is going to tell me what they want. Just to say what one will work on your horse is not going to work. I can't tell you that without seeing your horse and watching your horse, how he responds to the halter, or to